Hey, what's going on, guys? Rakeem, Addison here, and on today's live, day 16 of the 30-day video challenge, I'm going to be talking about how to establish a daily routine, right? And this is very important, like when you're building a business, or if you're just, let's just say, you're working your job or whatever, you're just trying to establish a routine. I'm going to kind of go through that, but this will kind of, reflect a little bit more towards business owners. But I hope that you get value. It looks like we got somebody that just hopped on. What's going on, Marcellus Tilly? Hey, Tyler Jordan, what's going on, brother? Glad to see you. Glad to see y'all on here. Like I said, like seeing different people hop on here. All right, so like I was saying, guys, I'm going to be talking about how to establish a daily routine, right? So I got it right here on my pad, so I'll be looking down from time to time, just giving you guys a couple of tips. So tonight I actually have 6 tips that I'm going to be giving you on how to establish your daily routine. So I hope you guys get value, and if you are, just go ahead and smash the share button so we can get some more people on here. All right, so with that, I want to go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so the first thing when it comes to establishing a daily routine, one of the keys is waking up earlier. Now, you may be saying to yourself, I'm not really a morning person, right? I like to get up around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, right? But the key is to wake up earlier. They say the most successful people wake up between the hours of 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., right? So if you're not waking up within that time, you're already missing the boat. You know what I mean? So I'll kind of break down my schedule. So for the most part, I'm in the military, right? So I pretty much wake up like 5 o'clock regularly, 5 o'clock, 5:30 regularly. And then I'll go to PT because here on this particular post, you have to be to PT by 6 o'clock. So I would wake up 5:30, and then I would go. But when I started building my business, what I started doing is I started to, hey, what's going on? Hey, Kia, what's going on? Good to see you hopping on. So basically, what I started doing is I'll wake up like at 4 o'clock, right? So now I have, way more, like an hour and a half to accomplish what it is that I have to accomplish, right? And these are things that you just have to do. Like when you're building a business, you have to put it all on the line, right? You have to realize that, hey, I got to wake up early if I want to make this thing happen. You know what I mean? So I'll wake up at 4. For about 30 minutes, I'll work on personal development. I might do some reading. I might work on different things that I may have to accomplish that I wasn't able to accomplish the night before, right? Sometimes I switch it up, but for the most part, you want to kind of be consistent, in what you're doing, right? So that was the first thing, just waking up earlier. All right, so the second thing is, like I was kind of going into, is that power. Your hour of power. And that's kind of where you work on your personal development, right? You listen to your audios, right? You get your mind right for the morning, or pretty much for the rest of the day. You're kind of setting the tone. Now, what I noticed is when I work on personal development, or I listen to audios, or I'm listening to motivational speeches from, people such as Eric Thomas, or people such as Les Brown, and just like motivational speakers, when I do those things in the morning, or I look in the mirror and visualize to myself, hey, that's for example, right? Let's say you have an affirmation, I am financially free, right? Some things that you can say to yourself in the mirror, that's just going to, set the tone for the day. You're going to feel good, because the most you can accomplish, like if you're accomplishing so much before the sun like really gets up, you feel so much better, right? You feel so accomplished from it. So that's, those were the first things. Just wake up earlier and have that hour of power to yourself. All right, so the third thing is you want to get started at the same time every single day. So literally every single day, I wake up at 4, and I'll pretty much, work on personal development for some time. And then for about 30 minutes or so, I'll kind of, work on some funnels, or do other different things in my business. And then I'll go work out for about an hour, come back, before I go to work, I'll kind of put a little bit more work in on whatever it is that I need to accomplish. And then I'll go to work, right? And then on my lunch break, I try to kind of balance out the time with the kid, the time with the wife. And, you know, it's not that long of a lunch. You know what I mean? So what I'll do for that hour, hour and a half is I'll just take advantage of it, right? You literally have to take advantage of every minute that you have. Right now, you don't want to be a slave to your business, because, you know, trust me, I've been there, right? And I've seen people that do the same thing, right? They just constantly on their business. You got to kind of give it, like, you have to be constantly working, but you have to give it a little bit of an off time, like a break or whatever, right? So that's get started at the same time every single day, right? One thing I notice is, you know, the more you stay consistent at something, the better things are, right? The more breakthroughs you have. So just continuously stick to that schedule. All right, so this one right here is important. So if you're a business owner, you want to focus on prospecting early. So basically what this is IPA, right? Income producing activities. You want to do these very early in the day. So that could be during the time that you're doing, during the time like when you're doing your hour of power. So let's say you don't use that entire hour for personal development. Let's say you use about 20 to 30 minutes for personal development. Now you can leverage that after using your 20 minutes for that. Now you can use the rest of your time to do income producing activities. Let's say whether that's Craigslist ads or paid ads, or that's Craigslist free ads, or that's Facebook ads, or that's YouTube, whatever it is that you're doing, right? Whether it's posting videos, whatever it is that you're doing, kind of find a balance for yourself, right? If you're doing this, right? And just do those things early, because the earlier you do them, that's when you'll have people throughout the day just contacting you back, because you put that content out, or you put the advertising out, and now people are able to contact you throughout the day, and that's going to keep your pipeline full. You know what I mean? So that's number 4, prospect early. All right. So step 5 is to schedule your stop time. Right, so as I was talking about, you know, I was saying once I come to lunch, I kind of balance my time between the family and kind of get a little bit of work in. And then when I come home, I don't want to work for too long. You know what I mean? Like I'll work for maybe, like I get home most times at 16:30, 1700. If some of you don't understand that, that's basically just 4:30 or 5 o'clock. And once I get home, usually I'll just, I'll, say hey to the kids, say hey to the wife, and then I'll kind of jump into it. So I'll hop on the computer or do whatever it is that I need to do. Most times it's just income producing activities, whether it's, creating a cheat sheet or, just things that I know that, the market is dealing with, the problems that they're having. I'm just creating content. Mostly for myself, that's usually videos. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'll schedule a stop time around, most times, as far as business, it'll be around a little bit before 8. Sometimes I like to do it when the kids are asleep. This way, they're not really like running all over the place or just, constantly, needing attention from me. You know what I mean? So I'll usually sometimes wait for the kids to go to sleep. All right. And then the last tip that I have for you guys today, hey, what's going on? If you're just hopping on, just let me know where it is you're coming from. And just, just say, hey, what's going on? And it looks like Tyler Jordan says, hi, how are you? Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? All right. So, yeah, I'm just talking about how to establish a daily routine, right? So far, I've gave 5 tips. I'm pretty much talking about the last one at this point, but basically, number 1 was to wake up earlier, right? So if you're the first one to wake up, and I was talking about, like I wake up pretty much 4 o'clock every morning, right? But I don't have to be to workouts until around 6. So when you're up early, you feel more accomplished, like when you're accomplishing, like when you're doing things early. So throughout the day, you feel so much more accomplished. It makes you feel better. You know what I mean? So that was the first tip that I gave them. And also, the second is to have that hour of power. Now, basically what that is just working on personal development. So if, let's say, for example, I get up at 4 every morning, right? Pretty much 2 hours before I got to leave. So when I first wake up, I'll do a little, to wake up, brush your teeth, those kind of things. And then I'll start working on my personal development, whether that's listening to audios, listening to motivational videos, or anything like that for about sometimes 20 to 30 minutes, right? And then I'll use the rest of that time to, work on something that I was working on, in my business. Hey, what's going on? Widler Black, what's going on? It's good to see you on here, brother. But yeah, I'll just have that hour to really set the tone for the day, right? And before the sun comes up, so I feel much more accomplished. And that's something you can do as well. And then the third thing was get started at the same time daily. So whichever time you pick, make sure you're doing that each and every day, right? It's going to always be about staying consistent in what it is that you want to create in your life, right? You have to stay consistent. So the number 4 tip was to prospect early. So do all your income producing activities early. So now throughout the day, you'll be getting leads, right? So what I usually do is I run Facebook ads, right? And I also do a lot of videos on YouTube, right? And I'll either put those videos out. Sometimes for me, it works in the daytime. I mean, no. Actually, I've been getting a little bit more engagement when I post my YouTube videos at, just a second, guys. So I notice I get a lot more engagement when I post my YouTube videos towards the night. And then when people wake up, that's the first thing that they see, right? If they're subscribed to me. And that's just something I noticed, in testing. Hey, what's going on, Yakino, man? Good to see you hopping on here, brother. Very grateful for you. All right, well, yeah, I'm just talking about how to establish a daily routine, brother. So, I think the next one is to schedule a stop time. So after you finish all your income producing activities early in the morning, make sure you do this early so you can have all those leads or, your pipeline full throughout the day. All right. And then, so schedule your stop time. So let's say you have a family, right? If you got a kid or you got a wife, you got to be able to give some time to them too. You know what I mean? Yes, your business is important. Your business is what you want to create. Your business is that's your vision. But at the same time, family is important as well. So you have to schedule a stop time for yourself that you can be able to, spend some time with them as well, right? Because trust me, I'm a family guy. You know what I mean? So schedule your stop time. That was number 5. And number 6 is to plan your time off. So basically what I'm saying is you don't want to be doing a 24/7, 365 business, right? So, I mean, some people really enjoy doing what it is that they're doing, right? I love doing marketing. Trust me, I love doing marketing, but it's just not a 24/7 thing. Hey, what's going on, Ellie? Good to see you hopping on here. Love to see different people. Just talking about how to establish a routine, a daily routine. But yeah, guys, just plan your time off as well, right? You don't want to be a slave to your business. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that. And so let's, for example, I guess I'll say let's say you work Monday through Friday, almost as if you're working a job or something like that. You work Monday through Friday and you get the weekends off. I know some people who are, raking in 6 and 7 figure earners that they take the weekends off. You know what I mean? They take the weekends off and they just work throughout the week. And then what they do still leave you a way to contact them on the weekends, which it may be leaving a message or it may be through email. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's powerful just to take some time off. Like me, for example, sometimes I change my day off. It may be Friday or it may be Saturday, right? Because Saturday, I've been working most of the week and, I've been working my business as well. So I feel like Saturday is a day that, I should spend with my family. We can enjoy some time and then I can come back. Because it's not like I still can't work on my business throughout the day because it's 24 hours in a day. Looks like Rare Finds just shared your video. I appreciate that, Rare. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate all the likes that y'all got coming in. I really appreciate that too. For all who's still watching, I pretty much just gave my 6 tips If you were on here for the live, just go back, watch the video. I hope and I just really hope you get value from it. You know what I mean? Just kind of want to, help you guys, learn how to establish a daily routine, right? Because being in the military, I have to do that. You know what I mean? Like I literally have to find a way to be able to leverage my time. So this way, like I can literally take advantage of things early in the day so I can really leverage things. It's me, Ellie Rare Finds. It's me, L Rare Finds. Ellie says, it's me, L Rare Finds. Were you saying that that was you that shared? Or I'm guessing that's what you're saying. I don't know, I'm a little bit lost. It looked like a different picture. That's why I was like, Rare Finds. But yeah, I was just just kind of giving you guys some tips on how to, just establish that daily routine, because I feel like it's very important, especially the part in the morning where you're getting your personal development and just setting the tone for the day. Because sometimes I really notice it. Like I'll do my personal development, and then when it's times where I feel like I'm rushed or I may miss my time that I wake up. Like I noticed the day, it's definitely not the same. Sometimes I feel like when I don't do that, it seems like the day starts to get a little rough. Now I'm not gonna say it's just like all the way bad. I'm just saying like sometimes I notice the difference from when I do my personal development in the morning and then I don't do it. So pretty much with that, that pretty much concludes tonight's broadcast. Oh, okay. So Ellie says, yes, I always share your vids on my fan page, Rare Finds. Okay. I really appreciate that, Ellie. And I like I said, I always appreciate when you hop on here, share the videos. Just, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you for hopping on here, and just staying with me, hanging out with me on these things. I'm so grateful, So, with that, like I said, I just wanted to hop on here, give you guys some value real quick. And with that, prepare for day 17, right? I got so much more value to bring you guys. Just stay tuned with me, and we're going to keep rocking. All right, guys. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.